This sort of broader Atlantic history, there's a way in which as the forces of colonization exacerbated transatlantic slavery and the forced migration of people out of the continent to the so-called New World in Luso America, in the Caribbean, in North America, there's a manner in which some of the people who are instrumental in anti-colonial and anti-slavery resistances on the continent are forcibly migrated to the New World, where they then participate in anti-slavery revolts, and in some cases revolutions, right? And likewise, this depiction of a photograph that was taken by the French who were responsible for putting him into exile for several years away from home is the very same depiction that serves as a reminder to followers and admirers and lovers of Sheikh Amadou Bamba that the French are not powerful, that the French don't determine who they are, that it's by and through their commitment to piety, by and through their commitment to human equality, by and through their commitment to beautifying themselves, and in so doing, hopefully beautifying the world, that this image holds so much power and serves as a reminder, which is why you see it everywhere, right? Which is why you see images like these everywhere, right? And so, we would think of it as ironic, but as personally, someone who doesn't believe in coincidences, I think it's interesting how, this depiction of a sheikh, a Muslim saint, right, is, sort of clad in white, right, sort of representing righteousness, right, this sort of almost universal color of purity, the way in which his face is obscured, and so it's almost as if it's suggestive of a way in which Sheikh Amadou Bamba is stressing the importance of not looking to him, but rather looking to what he attempted to or worked to represent, what he strove to labor for. His hands being obscured as well, right? Maybe saying something about the labor that he did being not on behalf of his own self, but on behalf of God. And through his commitment to embodying a prophetic tradition, right? Hence his sort of being named or being thought of as the servant of the messenger, or Khadim al-Rasul. And so there's an interesting way in which we might sort of continue to think about what this image evokes and what it tells us. And we can sort of similarly spend a lot of time thinking about the image of Sheikh Ibrahima being this sort of towering figure. He was a quite tall gentleman, which is, not really saying much in Senegal necessarily, because the average height is, up there. But thinking about this, his I guess we could say, I wouldn't say an imposing presence necessarily physically, or at least that's not the idea, but a quite large embodiment of a commitment to service, a commitment to labor, a commitment to honoring the guest, a commitment to serving and supporting the sheikh, which is something that we see in all of the tariqas that I know of, all of the Sufi movements and orders that I know of. There's a way in which the murids, which is a word that means a follower, kind of like a student, but a disciple, I guess you could say, in which the Murids have a commitment to supporting the vision of the Sheikh, and in so doing, they follow the trajectory of the Sheikh, which is headed toward and expanding oneself spiritually. And so images like these are, again, just a reminder of where we've been, right? Where we are and where we're going, where we can go, right? As a human family. And so this sort of principle of brotherhood, of human connection through duty, through service, through worship, are all principles that, you know, shine through in this quite beautiful, these quite beautiful depictions.